Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the final series here at the first day of the ECC playoffs. We've seen Redwater and DSEA take the first game. Redwater and No, my mistake. We've seen X2 and DSEA take the first game where X2 promoted off into the finals. Then we saw the matchup between Meteor and Redwater Tidal where unfortunately Sky got a lost connection. And unfortunately they had to forfeit, so they brought them down into the third and fourth position. And then we saw Meteor and X2 battle it out in a grueling, what seemed like a dominant series by X2, just outplaying Meteor, unfortunately. But well done to X2 for taking that win and promoting into the second division. Well done for Meteor to getting to the finals of the Division 3. And but unfortunately they'll have to battle it out in the promotion and relegation tournament at the end of this end of the season. It's been a nice season, actually.
It has.
Yeah. But now we've got the final matchup between DSEA and Redwater Tidal Waves, and they'll be battling out for third position, where third place will be also partaking in the auto promotion and relegation series. So how's it been so far for you, Louis?
Good. I don't know what else is. I've really enjoyed sort of casting the games today. Like, we've seen some good games. I feel really bad for what happened to Redwater in their game earlier, and that they now have to drop down to this playoff game. It's sadly just something unexpected which happened, which they couldn't entirely help. So it's a shame, really, that Redwater now have to play for a third, fourth playoff game. But it shows that they're still in with a chance, and I believe you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong here, but the winners of this will go into the promotion relegation playoff game.
Yeah, that's what I just said about the third position. Whoever, no, don't apologise. But yeah, whoever wins this will be going into that third place position, and will be battling out at the end of these over the next 3 weeks, where the final match will be the auto and promotion relegation series, and you'll see these teams again there, and hopefully they can move up into Division 2, Division 1, Legends Division, Champions Division. But right now we've got this matchup between DSEA and Redwater Tidal Waves. So what are you predicting here? Like, we've seen both teams play currently. DSEA looking a bit weak to begin with, but then they popped up towards the mid-series and they started popping off then. And then Redwater looking a bit shaky one match, and then looking good the next match, and then looking shaky again another match. And I don't know, it's a difficult matchup to tell between these two teams.
I don't know if Twitch chat are going to agree with me if I say this, but I feel it is going to be a close one to really have to dissect down and understand. I mean, both these two teams, as Tax we've said, is a key player for DSE or for Redwater, so he made a massive impact in their semi-final game earlier. I'm expecting him to turn up again today, I guess. From DSEA's point of view, they've obviously got Heidi and Hunter, who I've just looked up the stat for her. Before today, he was involved in 72% of their goals, be it either sort of scoring it, being part of the assist, being part of the setup for it. He's had 72% of an impact. So
nice.
It shows that he does have some sort of an impact, and I'm gonna favour Redwater, I think. Yeah.
So you're going for a Redwater here. Yeah, I think you might be right. But I don't know, because again, it just seemed like, as we saw earlier, between Meteor and Redwater, that it was very much just a one-man game. So Aztecs were just being the prowess, putting the pressure on, and eventually scoring all those goals. Like, again, it's just like an Aztecs and Timmy game. It wasn't really much of a Redwater. So I don't know, I think DSEA might take this one because they seemed more team-orientated, whereas Redwater just seemed like it was just like a one-man show, essentially. So I'm going to go for a DSEA win, but then I think it's going to be close. I think it might be a 4-2 for DSEA. But what about you? What are you predicting? What series?
Yeah, I said 4-2 just now as
4-2.
well.
Okay, 4-2 to Redwater. Okay. But there's only one way to find out, and that's to watch these two teams play. But guys, before we get into the match, don't forget to check out our Discord channel with the links below. We also have our YouTube channel where you can see all the previous streams and all the previous series. We also have our We also have our Twitter, which is hashtag ECC Playoffs. And has anyone actually had done that yet?
Not since.
Come on, guys! Come on! Get that hashtag ECC Playoffs going. Want to get it trending on Twitter so we can get more people to come and watch this ECC. We also have our tournaments page where you can see all the teams that are partaked over the league, and now we're finally in the playoffs, and you can see where all the teams have finally finished in the league play and see where the teams are going to be finishing off in the playoffs. And then, so don't forget to hit that follow button at the top. Nice shiny little heart there. Just go click it. Ding, ding. Ding, ding. And then we also have our donations page where you can, guys, if you're feeling absolutely generous, as generous enough as you guys already have been to come by and watch us for the last 4 hours, you can donate a little or as much money as you like to help bring better content here at the ECC. I don't know, before we go into this game, you got anything to add, Louis?
Let's begin.
And off we go. Let's rock and roll. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the final match of today here. DSEA versus Redwater Tidal Waves. Redwater Tidal Waves finished first place in the league, and DSEA finished third. So it's going to be a close game. But again, if we have a look here on the tournaments page, we can see that Redwater Tidal Waves taking 21 games, losing only 8, whereas DSEA were a bit closer with their wins and losses, having 19 wins and 15 losses. So I mean, it looks favourable for Redwater. I can understand your point where Redwater looked like they're gonna take this match, but yeah.
Well, it is favourable for Redwater, especially if Samurai's going to score goals like that.
Yeah.
It's an early lead for the Redwater side to now build upon, of course, on the orange side. DSEA on the blue team. And heading into the next 30 seconds of this game, it will be Redwater trying to at least double their lead, or maybe DSEA trying to recover. And, well, a little bit of pressure for the Redwater side to have to clear away. It's Samurai helping his team to knock it away. Malinus, he's trying to at least achieve or just get onto the ball. Savage is looking for something. It's a second good touch from the Aztec team. Not the Aztec team, Aztec team's in the team.
I can understand why you said that.
But, yeah... just because he's made that big of an impact today, Samurai can't connect onto the ball. Aztec, and there's at least a player to knock it away. Savage also knocking it away as DSEA try and go strong and push forward here, but nothing quite going to connect here. A little over 1 minute gone, and so far the lead's still in favour of Redwater.
Yeah, both these teams really want to try and get that third place mission, but at this moment it just seems Redwater really taking the. We come with a flip reset. He nearly gets it, nearly beats Hillian Hunter, but Hillian Hunter nicely blocks him in the way. But now we're seeing the pressure turn around, and Savaraj nearly gets it in, and Hillian Hunter's there to collect it, and that makes it an equal game of 1-1.
That's a really nice finish. It came really from Savage, who was just unchallenged down the left-hand side. He was pretty much challenged near the end, but it was too late. The ball had already crossed, and it was an easy enough fit from Hunter in the end. So 1-1 we're up to then. DSEA, they recover as they need to. Kickoff though will be favouring Sky, and Redwater now going to be trying to push forward. Aztec's in the air, a little bit too low for the ball to really commit and help him out at all. And no shots there, but a shot down the other end by Savage will be effectively cleared away by Sky. Aztec's helping with the clearance. Aztec's looking to be set up in. It's just a really weird play, and don't know how on earth DSEA really cleared that away, but they do. And down the other end they go, looking to find the goal. But rotation surely going to be coming in. A counter-attack in play here. It's Redwater now trying to push forward. And Aztecs, they're just trying to go for some passing plays, but not quite going to work out. And Samurai shot a little bit too weak there as Hillian finds a shot on target. Not quite going to be found in the back of the net. And that'll be another good clearance from the Redwater side.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a touchy defense there from Redwater, nearly going in favour of DSEA, but the rotations just leaving the ball a little bit too wide, so now Redwater have got the pressure, and here we go again with another ceiling shot. Tries to get it in, but just narrowly didn't have enough boost to finish it off. I've seen these montage plays coming out, especially in Division 3, I'm like, it's unexpected.
They all want to try and be in some sort of highlights reel at the end of the season, so and they will do if they get some good goals like that. Sky, he's got one. Redwater now back in the lead, and a nice finish from it.
A good 50-50 from Aztecs. Waits for the player to hit the ball into him. Hits off the sidewall, back in the middle, and Sky is there to collect it. And now brings it... Back. I said there to collect it. And it hits it in the back. Yeah, you're quite right, in the back of the net. Well, that's a bit of a weird thing to say back in the net, because it doesn't actually go in the net. I mean, the ball just disappears. As soon as it goes across that line, it just disappears.
Aztecs, that would have been a massive mistake if there wasn't any players on course looking to fire the ball home. Luckily for him, Redwater secure and keep this lead in 4. Savage is going to try and get the ball centred. There's a great centre, and Marinus was the player there looking for the shot on target, but another good save, and Redwater again clear their grounds, and now they can push forward. Marinus needed to hit that, it's instead a great pass. Aztecs found the goal, and it's a 3-1 lead, and it's Redwater still on top.
Yeah, Redwater just definitely looking a bit more like a team now after that game between Meteor earlier. Definitely punishing DSEA from their mistakes. But yeah, nice little 1-2 touches here between these two teams. This team.
Pass and kick off in favour of Sky, and Redwater a little bit too far away to really do anything with that, so Savage and Hilly and Hunter can clear away the danger for now, but Redwater, they're going to try and commit and regain possession of the ball, but if anything, just Marinus and DSEA just playing it quite calm and collectively, and now they've got a chance to find something on target. Savage a little bit too high, a little bit too far away to really commit to finding the shot on target, so Samurai for now will wait. He'll collect the ball. And if anything, it's almost set it up for DSEA here, looking for the shot on target. Marinus just trying to go for a backflip, which just wasn't to be at his point of view. Savage just going to reposition, regain boost, and into the last minute now. It's a goal wanted for Redwater, and they're looking for this 4th.
Yeah, and they get it there. Nice pressure there from Redwater. Aztecs tries to get the flick in, but Marinus nicely gets the block. Sky reads the touch off from Marinus, pops on the backboard, and Samurai there to follow up and just punishes them. 4 goals, 1 to DSEA, 4 to Redwater. 40 seconds left on the clock. This game looks surely in the hand of Redwater. I don't know about you or me, but Redwater look like they'll be taking this first game.
It's looking like it's on course, looking like it's potentially there. Shot, not quite on target though, from the Redwater point of view, and they're trying to keep this little attack alive here. It's eventually going to be cleared, and the defense is enforced, and the rotations come in as Redwater just have to fall back now, and now just trying to push forward. Hillian pretty much trying to set up their opponents to some respect, which he doesn't need to do. Aztecs at least knocking the ball away. This game pretty much all over and done with. Hillian wanted a shot almost on target then. It was kind of a demo play which denied that from going in the back of the net. 4-1. Redwater win this matchup.
Just finally getting one more goal to try and even it a little bit out more, but first game goes to Redwater. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2 on Champions Field here between DSEA and Redwater Tidal Waves. Redwater Tidal Waves looking strong in that first game, but it could all change here in Game 2. DSEA could pop on, as they did previously against... was it X2? It was X2, wasn't it? They played first match?
X2.
Yeah, it was X2. Where they seemed to play a little bit bad to begin with, and then after Game 4 and 5, they really popped off. And hopefully that is the case here in Game 2. They can turn it around.
Samurai just has to fall away at this point here. Redwater, we're looking to try and get some momentum early on here, and the DSEA do want to try and recover and try and get a goal back ASAP to try and keep themselves in this series. There's a little shot which almost was on target there. Samurai, it wasn't the most convincing clearance, but he did enough to really make sure the danger was cleared though. And Marinus will be looking, winning that 50-50, almost got the ball in the back of the net as well from it. But the DSEA won't quite find the net for now. It's another centre which Aztecs will knock away for now. Savage recollecting the ball and trying to go for the challenge there. And for now, actually, DSEA will have to fall away. How does that one go in? What a save! Marinus will at least knock it in, and Aztecs found the net.
Yeah, nice redirect there from Sky, and Marinus just trapping the ball in the corner, but Aztecs there to follow up. Makes the 1-goal lead here in the first minute. And I think it might be right here. It just seems Redwater just looking quite dominant, especially in this first minute. And this is another goal opportunity for DSEA, but it's Aztecs there to stop that ball from going in.
Aztecs just going to be keeping watch of this. Samurai, again, not the most convincing clearance, but doing enough to at least distract DSEA for now. Aztecs just waiting to try and collect the ball to his name. It's Savage, almost a shot on target, and a double commit will be enough to at least clear the danger momentarily for Redwater. Marinus still keeping the pressure alive here. He wants a shot on target. It was an aerial attempt which wasn't to be from his point of view, and well, it's going to be Sky now and Redwater trying to re-aggress, trying to re-attack, and no counter-attack can be instantly out, and just no players able to collect the ball in the end. Aztecs finds it, wants a shot on target, and trying to go for a little bit of a flip shot on target. It wasn't to be, and with 3 minutes still to go, this is still anyone's game.
Yeah, this ball looking dangerous right now. The defense of Redwater looking a bit shaky, just a bit messy, and we see Marinus really trying to put pressure on that. Hillian Hunter is there, gets the stealing shot, but uses his flip straight away, and now he can't do anything with the ball and just hands it back to Siraj. And we're just seeing this ball in this corner, just popping back and forward. Aztecs there, and we're seeing it pop out. And then a double commit there from Redwater might be deadly for them, but no one connects from DSEA.
No, I was going to say actually, Sunrise really turned up in this game in terms of defensive plays. He's seems to be doing well on the defensive end, so he needs to keep that up really. And so far, it's what Redwater really needed at this point, because the pressure on the attacking phase is being kept alive here by DSEA. That was Marinus trying to at least centre the ball, trying to find something, but the loose ball isn't going to be favouring anyone apart from Sky. The setup potentially could have been there as Redwater keep pushing forward here. And having to fall away, having to rotate back so many times. Savage will end up winning that ball, wanting the shot on target. It's almost there for Hirian to really knock home, but not quite on target. And Marinus again looking to try and connect the ball to the centre of the field. The shot side almost went in.
Aztecs just bumping his own teammates, just being a little bit impatient. I know he wants someone to go for that ball, but he tries and does it himself. And it might not have gone well for him if it just gone wrong. But I'll see Aztecs now follows up after that touch from Sky and brings it a 2-lead victory here.
That felt like he had so much time to really work with. It was just so gentle. He had a bit of time to work with. I felt like it wasn't an instant knock on the shot. It was collective. It was nice. It was satisfying in some respects, and it does give Redwater the 2-0 lead in these early stages here. Hillian Hunter wanting the ball, hoping to find a shot on target. Of course, DSEA yet to score one in this second game here. Hillian still wanting the ball, still wanting a diving effort on target. Not quite going to be there though, and well, it's going to be pushing forward Redwater. Oh! That almost went in the net, and Marinus almost missed that little attempt there.
Yeah, if that ball would have gone in, Harrison would have been kicking himself in the shins. But Hillian Hunter beats Aztecs, and now it's just one more to beat. Oh no, sorry, my bad. I think it was Samurai But Aztec's on the wall, gets a nice block, and we're seeing the pressure here coming out from DSEA. Really trying to, they really want to get that goal in, and the defense there from... Oh, I had to hold my breath then, but I didn't see Samurai hiding behind the ball there. But we're seeing good pressure coming out from DSEA now.
And what was I saying? Again, a really good player at Samurai in terms of the defensive plays. Marinus can at least set up a good pass to Hillian, which connects well, and Hillian still trying to make something happen, but this time isn't quite going to be connecting for their side. There's 25 seconds. Surely this first or the second game is over and done with, and with that clearance, surely signals no chance for DSEA in game number 2 of a potential 7-game series. Samurai just going to keep watching things. Sky will be trying to re-knock it down, and they still want a third goal here. It's not to be. Samurai now just keeping watching the ball, making sure the danger is cleared, and almost potentially a chance open up there, but for DSEA, another game with no goals.
Yeah, just unfortunate chances there. We see good chances coming out from DSEA, but no one's connecting with the final goals. But Redwater taking game 2 and about to go into game 3. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, game 3 in Redwater. Tidal is taking game 2 with now controlling the lead here in this series of 2 series to 0, and we see an early opportunity come out from DSEA, retaliating to that 2 lead victory that Redwater have over Hinyanta, just passing the ball, and Sky misreading and Savage there to basically popping into an open net.
If anything, I was just looking at Twitter. We've just had Cookies use the hashtag ECC playoff saying, "Come on, boys." He just said, "Come on, boys," but that could mean anyone because he plays for Igneous, and it's like, well, who do you want? Samurai is hoping Redwater win this series so far, and so far it's on point, but this game might just change things up. Hilliard found himself a goal in this series so far. Savage found the first, and you know what? Redwater 2-0 down in this game.
Yeah, it just seems such a shame. Redwater looking really strong, and then just having this fall apart in this first minute and a half. I'm confused where this team's gone.
I don't know. They've just kind of not. Well, if anything, it's DSEA turning up for a change, and so they should. They really want to find something here. They were trying to find this third attempt, but Aztecs, he's got plans. He's looking to make a comeback, and that comeback might start now. I do love it when like anyone in in-game chat just says okay. Say,
okay. Oh, I don't know. It's yeah. Okay. Okay. Nice shot. What a save.
Well, calculated. Let's see if like this was calculated. DSEA, they want a third goal here. Aztecs again, the man at the back to keep him in this game. Straight down the other end goes Sky, and he's found the touch, and we're equalised, and it's only been a minute.
Yeah, nice defensive effort there from both members of Redwater, and Sky just quite in a good position. That ball was perfectly angled to them, and yeah, makes it an equaliser. 4 minutes left on the clock, and it's looking like anyone's game right now.
And the ball picked up by Sky Marinus. Oh, it wasn't quite 50-50 onto the ball, but he at least cleared it away and put enough pressure on to distract Redwater. And it is DSEA trying to at least push forward here, but they now have to rotate back. The ball going straight down the other side of things, and well, it's not quite going to be in favour of Redwater for now. Hillian player to at least knock away the ball at the next attempt here, but that Sky reaggressing, re-keeping this attack alive, but it's back and forth, and neither of these two sides are able to fully keep possession and keep control. Now, Aztecs looking to get something in play here. You know he will get something set up. He's done it before. Looking to centre it. Oh, that almost went in by Hillian, and someone had to make a crucial save, and almost a mistake, a defensive mistake, sorry, by Redwater.
Yeah, Aztecs looking quite right to control the ball there, try and outpace his opponent, but then just dribbles it across his own net, and it really wasn't going in his favour right there. I think he was hoping that one of his teammates would come out to challenge the ball, but as we just see, two defenders go for up there, miss the ball, and Hillian Hunter gets a nice clean shot on net.
That was a nice finish. Samurai, the closest player to really knocking that home. Just a little bit unfortunate there, and well, it's not over quite yet. DSEA still have the lead, still retaining this lead, but Redwater, they're trying to keep this pressure alive, and they're trying to get a comeback in play. On course, Marinus. Oh, couldn't quite connect to the ball at that stage of things. And why does he have an orange card on the blue team? I don't know. Savage, he'll find a fourth. DSEA going to extend their lead, and all of a sudden, they might be back in this series.
Yeah, I know. It's confusing me every time I see whoever's got that splice decal. It just confuses me a little bit. I'm like, why isn't an orange guy on the blue team? And it's like, what? But yeah, four goals to 2 with 2:45 left on the clock. DSEA turning on the works now, and seeing the attack here from Redwater. Aztecs nearly gets the 50 underneath the defender, but now Sky having to struggle back, pops it back, and this could be a not goal opportunity for DSEA again. But Aztecs there nicely reading the shot on target.
And how many times has Aztecs been a key feature, not only going forward, but also at the back at things? It's going to be Hillian now trying to recenter the ball and trying to get another attack in play and trying to commit to that. Savage, he might have just done enough to really set up Hillian here, but there's enough players back to allow Aztecs and Co to clear the ball away and trying to rotate forward. The attack not quite going to be there in their favour, and it means a counter-attack straight away from the orange side. They've got to fall away, and it's Marinus who's found a fifth, and DSEA might be on course for their first win in this series here.
Yeah, nice turnaround. 5 goals to 2. The defence here from Redwater really falling apart. The guy there just caught off position, sat in the middle of the goal. The ball goes right over, and then Marinus comes in, collects it, and pops it nicely under the crossbar. Well, 2 minutes left on the clock, and DSA looking like this game is firmly in their court. But Redwater just looking a bit shambolic with how they're playing this match. I don't know if they felt like they really had this series in the bag, so maybe they're just looking a bit relaxed. I don't know. What do you reckon?
Well, this is what we were saying earlier. Every game can be a new game and a fresh start, and DSEA, they've come into this game with obviously a different mindset, and it's worked out for them, and it's helped them recover from what was a 2-0 scoreline to what could be a 2-1, maybe even go on to a 2-2 scoreline in this series at this stage here. And it's just a recovery which has been well, and it doesn't feel like Redwater have done anything less than the other games, but if anything, just DSEA turning up, winning these little encounters, and it's been a lot more vital for them. And Hillian's going to try and push forward here, but the interception by Sky means not much more will go off of that attack. Sky still trying to centre it, still wanting something, but Redwater, and they've now got to fall away. Marinus, open net, got the chance. It's Sky doing enough to fall back and clear it at the back, and I'm not sure if Redwater have enough time to really commit and get back into this. Hillian might be on course for a 6th goal here, but Sky's save denies that, and down the other end, Marinus making another good save. It's back and forth stuff, and it's surely DSEA on course for their first win this season.
Yeah, DSEA popping off now. 5 goals to 2. 30 seconds left on the clock. Looks like it's in their bag, and a goal comes in favour of Redwater. I'm not entirely sure what happened to their defence there. Just looked, a bit of a bump there from Hillian Hunter on his own teammate. Savage there, just in the middle of the goal. Guys, just get to that back post if you're feeling uncomfortable. Back post, you have the entire goal to save. Anywhere in the middle, you can only save what's in front of you. Just remember that.
You can only save what's in front of you. You can't save anything that's behind. I mean, can you save anything that's behind you?
I mean, just about. I mean, you can save what's above you and just slightly, just behind. But that's what I mean. If you look at like the ROCS and you look at where people, or in this case, you know, if you're facing one way, you know, you've got pretty much up and what's in front of you, and maybe slightly to the right and slightly to the left to see what you can. But do you know what I mean? Like if you're sat in the middle of goal, like essentially you can only save what's in front of you. Whereas if you were like sat at back post, you got the whole of the back post to save. But as we see, DSEA taking this third game. What was you going to say, Louis, before I cut you off?
I was going to say, well, DSEA have responded and they'll get one game back or something like that.
Here we are, game 4 between DSEA and Redwater Tidalways, and Redwater Tidalways just giving the game back to DSEA, and DSEA nicely taking a win there. But hopefully Redwater can respond in this match.
I was just looking at the in-game chat at the end of the last game, and they were saying that I think Samurai on the Redwater side had a voice crack or said something funny in game, and Redwater were just laughing all game about it, and maybe it's not a laughing matter anymore. DSEA, they've got one series back, they've got the lead here, and might be looking to tie up the series here. It's Mariners who found the goal early on here.
I know they need to have a bit of fun and a laugh, and especially in the playoffs. You know, you can't be too serious, but you don't want to take it off the edge just yet, because you know you're fighting for this third position, and you know this third position is potentially what could take you up to Division 2.
Aztecs, a key player all day from the Redwater side, so yet to gain anything off the mark in this game so far. It's going to be Hillian looking to try and commit and convert the ball, but nothing quite going to be in his favour. Samurai, the player, looking to resend the ball in, and at the second attempt, a little bit stronger, but Hillian on the defensive end will knock it away and save themselves for a little while. Now Savage down the other side, a great centre, could have done better, but with Sky intercepting and denied his opponent a chance to do any more than that, and Hillian down the other and pretty much set up his opponent. Aztecs, a good save by Mariners, and Aztecs the shot not quite going to convert. Samurai looking for the rebound shot, but that's not going to convert even. Off of that, it's a bit of luck and a bit of hope for DSEA here, maybe looking to try and get something back here, and they still have a chance in this series, certainly.
We're seeing Aztecs trying to get that ceiling shot. He wants that montage goal, definitely wants that montage goal, trying to go for these flip resets. But as you see, DSEA now putting the pressure on with the counter attack, but now it's now Redwater getting that game, and nearly no one there from DSA to collect that, but Redwater just being a bit passive. They could have had an opportunity there to take the ball, but unfortunately now they're still stuck at that 1-0 deadlock.
Samurai looking to get a sentence forced here. DSEA will for now just clear their ground, and at the second attempt that was a much more stronger save, I feel, from their point of view, and now they're looking to attack and push forward here, and the counter-attack is in play here. Savage will collect the loose ball and trying to set it up, but Mariners is a little too far away to really convert and connect with that at all, and it gives Samurai a chance to push forward here, and Redwater just trying to connect and try and pass the ball to each other, but Hillian and DSEA, they're scoring, and Hillian's got a second there.
Yeah, Aztecs just a bit passive on the attack there. Just literally gave Hillian the ball, and even on the defense, just watching or essentially just watching the ball, seeing what the ball was doing, and then just literally leaves the ball for Hillian Hunter to score a goal, and that gives them the 2-goal lead here. And this is something that Redwater don't need to do. Don't need to leave them the ball. They just need to keep pushing that pressure on. And here's another goal opportunity arising for DSEA, but Sky nicely blocking their advances.
Second shot could be out here. Samurai down the other side, looking to centre the ball for Redwater. It's not quite going to connect with anyone just yet. The second ball could have been stronger for Redwater to really build upon. Savage for now doing what he needed to from the goalkeeper's point of view and knock it away. And that's pretty much set up DSEA. A chance could come in there. If it wasn't for Samurai, that would have gone in the net. Hillian at the second attempt, still wanting it. Aztecs knocking it away. And this time DSEA might still have a chance here. It's an open net. It's chaos and panic from Redwater. Samurai will fly high to knock it away, but it's set up for Marinus, and he scored a third, and DSEA might be on course to tie up the series here.
Yeah, all 3 members of Redwater, all in that left-hand corner, just something they do. Aztecs just coming out of the goal when he didn't need to. He just needed to be patient, just sit and wait, see what happens with the ball. And unfortunately, because he pushed up, Marinus gets a 3rd goal for DSEA, and Aztecs just unfortunate positioning and defense does not go in favour of Redwater.
Oh, that would have been a meaty shot if Aztecs found that. Marinus will be the player knocking in, saving them for now. There's no instant response really coming out. Redwater, they're trying to get something back in, but DSEA, they've had time to warm up in. They could be on course to find a 4th goal here. Sky being the losing battle in that 50-50 challenge, but down the other end still trying to commit to it, still losing the 50-50 challenges. Marinus this time won't be able to do a lot more than that, and with Sky down the other end with Redwater trying to attack, they're just struggling to really control the ball. Savage looking to set it up, looking for the passing play, and it's great, and it's Hillian who's found the back of the net yet again.
Yeah, it's such a dangerous situation. Again, Aztecs there on the defense, a bit confused what's happening. 2 members of DSEA, that ball could have been trapped if he challenged the 50-50. So I don't know if he had to be a bit patient there, wait for the touch. But yeah, just his defense just not really in favour of Aztecs. It might be the offensive prowess, but the defense not the best, I don't think.
Aztecs in the air at the second attempt, not quite going to be able to control the ball. Hillian will knock it away. Sky re-centering it, and Redwater, they're really unable to really convert and find the shots on target here. It's the defensive plays by DSEA keeping them on top, and they're looking on course to get a 5th goal here. Sky going to run into that challenge pretty strongly and will knock the ball away temporarily. Savage with the shot, which isn't quite going to convert for anyone for now. Redwater, if they struggle to score a goal in this game, they might be feeling a little bit of pressure here, and the pressure being kept alive as DSEA hunt for this 5th goal. That was Hillian Hunter with that little attempt. With 30 seconds, the game's surely out of reach, but 1 or 2 goals for Redwater would help give them some motivation. Sky, an aerial save, and from the defensive point of view, Redwater not looking that bad. Could be better considering they have conceded 4 goals, but down the attack, they've now got to focus Sky's centre. It was really strong, but there was no one there, and this game's surely done now.
Yeah, 6 seconds left on the clock. This looks like another game for DSEA. Looking strong going into this 5th game between Redwater, and Redwater looking like the fan favourites amongst the viewers here, but DSEA really turning it around now, and it's level pickings. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Game 5 here between Redwater and DSEA, and Redwater just looking a little bit messy going into Game 5. Looked really strong in those first 2 games, but DSEA really now capitalising on their mistakes, and hopefully they've had a talk in between the match to see where they were going wrong, because DSEA really, like, again, punishing Redwater for the mistakes. Like Redwater... Oh, sorry, I was going to say Redwater looking like a good offensive prowess, but just not really. Their defense just looking shambolic.
No, I'll agree with you there. It's not been that clean from Redwater, and that's what's costing them a couple of mistakes here and there. And as you said, DSEA have been able to capitalise on these mistakes and been able to push forward here. Not much going on in the first 30 seconds other than a Redwater chance early on here, which they can't quite convert. That was Sky's attempt from the Sky. Not quite going to connect anywhere. Savage down the other end. The shot a little too far to the left to really convert anywhere. Hillian's aerial shot could be good here, but it's a good aerial save by Aztecs. Savage, the second attempt, not quite going to convert. And it means for now, Redwater survive and save their ground yet again as Aztecs now pushes forward. An aerial attempt, an aerial save by Savage down the other side of things. It's a really balanced game so far in this fixture. It's slightly better from Redwater, and a bit of a weak shot there by Samurai, which gave Marinus an easy and free save. And Hillian Hunter just going to try and collect the ball at this stage here. It's 0-0, but it feels like a little bit more closer this time somewhat.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like they just need to control that ball more, and they can really change up the pace of the game. Do you know what I mean? Don't play their game. You want to play your own game. Make them play your game. But it just doesn't seem to be the case at this moment of the time.
No, and we saw that in the first 2 games when we saw like Redwater bring the game to DSEA and the blue team just struggling in that respect. And now that it's just kind of flipped around, Redwater not looking as clinical as they were in those first 2 games. Hillian Hunter, he's certainly woken up, as have his teammates in fact. Savage will be looking to recenter the ball a little bit too far away for any of his teammates to really work upon here. And Aztecs and Co just be able to knock it away temporarily yet again. But we're approaching the halfway mark and still yet to get any goals. It's going to be a little bit of pressure now for these 2 sides to really feel. Savage a little too far away, but it doesn't really matter with his teammates safe and able to knock away the ball. That's Aztecs now knocking and clearing the ball away. A shot and a half by Marius, and it's a lead which DSA will certainly have been looking for.
Yeah, Samurai just looking a bit too slow to that ball. Just saw the bounce, waited a second too long, and Marinus just punishes him for that positional and reactional mistake there. Just such a shame. These Redwater looked like they were strong going into this series, but DSEA again just punishing Redwater for their mistakes, and we're just seeing it time and time again. And Marinus, Savraj and Hillian Hunter really playing out.
Samurai didn't have to do a lot there. That almost set up Marinus for a second goal there. It was a really clinical shot as well, which could have been so costly from the Redwater side. And now Savage just trying to recenter the ball, and it's set up Sky for a bit of a hefty attempt there, which just didn't quite connect in his favour. And Samurai still looking for something there. Redwater certainly not going to give up, but DSEA, they're just throwing players at the ball. It's not going to work out in the end though. Sky's found the goal, and Redwater are back in this.
Yeah, nice passing play there. Samurai pops it to Sky. Sky gets the touch just before Hillian Hunter does, and pops it nicely behind to bring it level field here. Hopefully this might be what the Redwater need to turn this game around, as they are the fan favourites here in this matchup between DSA and Redwater, and hopefully the fans will get what they want.
Hillian Hunter almost got the ball. It's almost set up a nice little shot there, which almost went into the net. It was Aztecs who had to ensure that didn't go on target, and he did enough to knock it away. And trying to clear away just the counter-attacks in favour of Redwater aren't working how they want. Savage, a good little chance to work with there. The shot not on target, however, means Hillian Hunter gets another chance now to find something. And that almost set up Aztecs to find a free shot towards the back of the net. And at this stage here, it's going to be Marinus again shooting. It's again back and forth, and Marinus has found the goal back. 1:19 on the clock. DSEA need to hold on to this now.
Yeah, Sky with the unfortunate backflip there. Technical error from his part causes a goal for Marinus. And again, we're seeing the lead here from DSEA. 1:20 left on the clock. Maybe the pressure's getting to Redwater. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the pressure, maybe they're feeling like that the last 2 games have really put the pressure on them and DSEA are just capitalising on it. But I don't know. I don't know.
Samurai, keep and watch of things. He's waiting for Aztecs to really make a move there. In the end, Aztecs didn't make that much of a convincing move, and Hillian and DSEA still have a chance to find something here, but now it's the other side who are aggressing. It's Redwater trying to aggress forward, and they're struggling. Sky's shot almost went in the bottom left corner there, but just wasn't to be converted as they wanted it, and still the danger's alive, but an aerial effort almost met onto Hillian Hunter. Samurai down the other end. Oh, what a save that was by Marius. Again, bottom left corner. Again, another save. And again, Sky trying to find a centre. It's a good little attempt, but Savage and it's DSEA who are doing so well to hold on to this. 30 more seconds for them to do it now. Redwater, they need to go right now to take this to overtime, or else it's going to be the lead in favour of DSEA in the series, and they'd only need 1 more.
Yeah, Redwater really putting the pressure on. It's not come out of DSEA's half until now for the last minute, but again the ball's going back in again, and Redwater really putting pressure, and they just need to convert that pressure into a goal and they can take it to overtime. But 6 seconds after the clock, they got one last little push they can do to turn us around and see if that ball touches the floor. It doesn't, it bounces on the cusp, but Hellion Hunter there, nice to clear away. There's someone there to collect. Sky collects it up, but then Aztecs!
No.
Oh, so close.
And just like that, DSEA, for the first time in this series, have the lead. They need 1 more game. Redwater, if they want to win this now, they again are going to have to come back.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, and what could be quite the last match here between DSEA and Redwater. DSEA finally taking the lead of this series with 3 games to 2. And obviously we know if DSEA win this, then they get to that 3rd place position and they're in for the possibility of going up to that Division 2 by playing the promotion and relegation series. But obviously they still got this game to play, and maybe Redwater can finally turn around. And Aztecs with the Merc. We know how savage Merc is in defense, but not in this case.
I was gonna say I was aware that he made a sort of vehicle change, but I'm not convinced it's the best vehicle maybe for the job. It's going to be DSEA again finding the opening goal to gain the lead. Hillian Hunter just slotting away, a bit of a misplay from Redwater's defensive point of view. And well, it's again Redwater who have to try and come from behind if they want to try and get something. Another early goal which DSEA will now try and build upon here, but it's actually going to be the aggression coming out from Redwater here, trying to get something off the wall. It's not going to be good enough for Aztecs or Samurai, and Hillian Hunter and Savage connecting so well to try and get a good little ball forward here. There's players running back, but it's a mistake by Sky, and Savage will end up getting the 2nd.
Yeah, this is something you don't need to do. If you want to get back on defense, go round to the back post, don't go down the middle and then try and get in the middle of the goal, because middle of the goal you're just putting yourself in an awkward position. And we just seen from Sky gets the awkward bounce into its own net and gets the own goal.
Well, a bit of a comeback now needed for Redwater, not to win this game but to win this series. They had the lead at one stage and they to some extent have thrown it away against an improved DSEA side who have certainly grown throughout this series. Marinus, an aerial goal, it's a 3rd, and I'm wondering if Redwater can even come back at this point.
Yeah, they look defeated in my position. A nice read off the backboard from Marinus, pops it directly down into net. But yeah, I think you might be right here. Redwater looking a bit defeated. Such a shame because they looked so strong in the first 2 games, but obviously DSEA, like again as we saw previously, just popping back off later on in the series. And yeah, this is what we're seeing here right now in game 6.
Oh, well, a little bit of a misplay there. Samurai was going to try and collect the ball here, and Redwater needs 3 goals just to even make it to overtime in a game which they still could lose. It's Aztecs' shot, which is going to be actually cleared away from their point of view. Mariners a shot and a half. It's Hellion who's found the 4th, and DSEA surely on course for this promotion game now.
Yeah, especially with 4 goals to go. A nice pinch between the two there causes that to have that 4-goal lead. But Redwater just looking like they're falling apart. You know, they had the glue. They had, looks like they put too much glue in their little cardboard cutout, and it's just falling apart. But yeah, it's just such a shame because they were looking really strong in those first 2 matches, and a nice attempt there, and a good 50-50 goes in favour of Samurai and brings it down to a 3-goal deficit.
They've got time to work with. It's certainly not game over yet, but they now have to make sure they keep scoring unchallenged and without conceding anymore, because it's just going to be a little bit of pressure at this stage here. Winners, of course, will be facing Meteor, I believe.
No. This is it.
No,
this is the final game. 4 games. Meteor, they already got 2nd place, so they're already through to the automatic. They're already through to the promotion and relegation playoffs. So it's literally whoever wins this goes through to the 3rd. If they get 3rd position, they're through to the promotion and relegation playoffs. And we'll see them again at the end. I think it's on the 25th of May, I think, or 26th of May will be when they'll be playing. But yeah. Yeah, no, it is right. Yeah, the 20th. Yeah, sorry, it is the 26th. 26th of May is when the promotion and relegation series will be taking place.
I should just stop listening to Switch Chat then, because they said they're going to be playing Meteor in the playoff game, but I don't know what they're saying. Meteor did finish 2nd though. And we've just completely gone off topic here. Of course, Samurai, the player who
I mean, if you really want to go off topic, I mean, we could talk about the giraffes and pandas at Edinburgh Zoo. I mean, that,
the what?
You know, the giraffes and pandas. No, they ain't got no giraffes at the Edinburgh Zoo. But they have pandas.
Where's this?
In Edinburgh Zoo.
Do they?
Yeah.
In Scotland?
Yeah.
Do they have giraffes in Scotland?
No, they don't have giraffes in Scotland. I know. That's coming up. As you know, you said you wanted to go off topic.
No, I mean, I don't really know what we were going on about at this point. If you want to go off topic, why don't we go back to that thing that was happening between Curse Wolf and Danny Boy?
Oh yeah, what was happening there?
Do you remember what happened?
No.
I forgot what it was, but we probably shouldn't be talking about this. But I mean, like, Curse Wolf had to essentially cancel the game, and Danny Boy started giving him loads of stickers like, "Oh, it's because of you that they had to forfeit the game," and there was a running joke. But hey, 1:22 on the clock. This feels like DSEA have done enough to make it through to the promotion relegation games in a couple of weeks' time. Savage, his shot's going to make a 5th. It's a 5-1 lead that DSEA have, and it's worth saying Redwater, they were winning 2-0 in this series. They're now about to go 4-2 down.
Yeah, it's such a shame. They were looking like again, they're saying they're looking really strong to begin with, and you predicted them because you know they came out on top in the league, but obviously they just didn't turn up today. I know they've had an unfortunate event which occurred them to put themselves in this position, but you know they're a good strong team, and it's such a shame that this is the way it's happened.
I've just looked at the chat, and Aztecs was saying he picked the wrong car. And
yeah, excuses.
It almost gave him a goal there. Not going to be good enough though. 48 seconds now left to work with. Then DSEA, they've just got to close this out and might even look to extend their lead for a 6th goal. The chance was almost there, but not quite going to be conversing. Hillian had a good little curving effort, which isn't quite going to connect on target for now. Redwater just converting chances and passes of each other. In the end, it was Sky who had the shot on target. Easily met though by the defensive blue side. Sky's effort is good enough to block away Hillian, and this is surely going to be it now. It's been a great set of games today. It's all going to come down to this, and it's going to be DSEA and Meteor, the two sides going through to the promotion relegation games, and of course it was a brilliant win by X2 earlier, but credit also to Redwater, who have at least made the playoffs and at least turned up, and it was a sad situation earlier, which just kind of cost them the tournament.
Yeah, and as the ball touches the floor, DSEA, the winners of this series, will put them in that third position. Well done to these guys. Well done to Meteor for getting that second place. So we'll see Meteor and DSEA on the 26th of May in the promotion playoffs against the Division 2 teams. And it'll be interesting to watch to see which team will go through. But well done to X2 for getting that automatic promotion up to series into Division 2. But what a series we've had today, Louis. What a series we've had today.
I think just in general, what an afternoon we had. We started with X2 beating DSEA. There was almost a comeback in that first game for DSEA to try and complete a reverse sweep. 3-0 became 3-2, and then X2 winning it right at the end. And that was a great little show. And X2, of course, went on to the final, put up a really good show, and then it was a strong performance against Meteor. And Meteor, credit to them to making the final. It came down to just, as we said, a technical issue involving the Redwater game, and Redwater still to make the playoffs. DSEA as well. All four sides, they've done so well, and just the games have been so good. Well done to everyone involved, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Division 2 brings tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely, and it's going to be interesting to see what teams will bring when they play tomorrow. But again, yeah, you're right. Thank you for everybody who's partaked in this season. It's been an absolute pleasure to see you guys play. And yeah, this has been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for sticking around, because obviously, unfortunately, we do get the unfortunate teams that do disband mid-season or at the beginning of the season. But yeah, thank you to you guys for making this season work out. And yeah, thanks.
Yeah, well done to everyone involved. If you are on Division 3 and you want to take part in Season 4, I believe, I'm not sure if it's all been officially announced yet, but they will have the chance to replay, won't they, go into the next season?
Yeah, basically what will happen is the teams that are already in the tournament at the moment will get the option first to see if they want to stay in, and then the opportunity for teams who are outside of the ECC will have the opportunity to join in. But first, obviously, we want to make sure that the teams that are already in the ECC will be playing for Season 4. But yeah, we look forward to seeing them play again next season. But yeah, well done to these teams that have played today. An absolute pleasure. And well done you guys for staying around. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for watching. And yeah, I haven't really much more to say. I don't know. What about you, Louis? If you got anything to say before we go?
No, I was just going to say, I'm looking forward to Division 2 tomorrow. Igneous Academy, Almany, No Hope, and Gadalians Validus are all going to be competing for a chance to win and see where they can go and if they can get promoted to Division 1.
Yeah, and it's going to be absolutely awesome from these guys tomorrow. But are you around for tomorrow? Are you going to be casting tomorrow, Louis?
I think I'm here tomorrow, yes.
Oh, sweet.
So unfortunately you have me.
I won't be here tomorrow, so I don't know who's going to be doing the streaming. But yeah, been a pleasure as always, Louis. It's always a pleasure to cast alongside you.
Same with you.
But yeah, guys, don't forget to use that hashtag ECC player. So we'd like to see more of you guys get that tweet out, and hopefully we can try and get trending on Twitter. But obviously we can't do that without you guys. But again, if you like what we do here at the ECC, we have our links below to our Discord, our YouTube, our Twitter. We have links to our tournament page where you can see all the teams that are partaked in this season and see our brand new division, Legends Division. We also have. Don't forget to hit that follow button. We also have a donations page where you guys can donate as little or as much money as you like to bring better quality content here at the ECC. But without further ado, we just give another thank you to Louis, and thank you for all the teams that have partake today in the playoffs. It's been absolutely grueling. They must be shattered now after this long 4 hours of being here. But yeah, I'm going to go off and chill out. I don't know what you're going to be up to, Louis.
Me too. Gonna go have a rest now, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Might go gouge on a pizza or something. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, thanks again. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. And thanks to you guys for sticking around for this whole 4 hours. It's been a pleasure as always. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Same time again, 3 p.m. CEST, where you see the teams battle out to see who will be the winner of Division 2. But thank you guys. And that's all, folks.
See you later.